If you guys enjoy my content and you want to see the channel grow, then consider hitting that join button. There's 3 tiers to choose from, and you get exclusive content here on the channel that's not available to other subscribers. Once you hit the join button and pick which tier best suits you, go over to the playlist. There's 2 different categories to choose from: past live stream as well as exclusive content only available for members, such as the Storm Nation live stream, which is a live stream every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. for the members, by the members, as well as other exclusive videos already uploaded on the main channel. All you have to do is click the join button, pick a tier, and then start watching exclusive content. Thank you all so much, and I hope you guys join the membership and become a part of Storm Nation. I'm telling you, that fucking Xbox controller worked.
Some bullshit.
Does he watch the show?
That's right.
I don't know if he watches. I don't think he watches. He knows I do YouTube. I don't think he watches the show, though.
Okay.
But
that's right, Rob. You lay down the law.
I'm just telling you. Look, man. I was just using the goddamn controller. Okay, it just sits on the fucking desk on his charger. I've been over my girl's house for most of the week. Like, what the fuck happened to the controller? Like, why?
I got my own. I go touch the damn thing.
How much did you sell it to him for?
100.
Oh shit, he got a deal.
That's what I'm saying. But
Elite 2.
The Elite 2.
Oh yeah, he got a deal
and he's like, it's not working. He comes, so I sell it to him, right? I sell it to him, and he comes back like 10 minutes later, and he's like, the trigger button's not staying down. I'm like, what do you mean? The latch back there where you switch it, the one side was broke. I was like, did you just drop this? He's like, no. I'm like, bro, I just used this controller. Like, both latches were working, and both were working. I'm like, why is it broke? Like, that doesn't make any sense. He's like, it's fine. And then he messaged me on my way home. He's like, yeah, man, it's not working. It's like synced up, but it's like not moving, or the buttons ain't working. I'm like, dude, like I have a feeling he did something to that fucking controller, bro.
That's suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because
that's a suspect.
Dude, you can ask Adam. Like, my shit is like, I take care of that like a baby, dude.
Like, you do?
Yep.
No,
my shit is dusted. My Xbox
is that true, Adam?
If it came, put it this way: if he had a child and they came between the controller and the child, the controller's gonna win every fucking time.
Lulu, that's not true, baby. That's not true. I put
Lulu. Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
if you're watching, baby, that's the old Rob. That's the old Rob, baby.
That's the old. Oh.
Remains to be seen. Remains to be seen.
The truth is in the pudding.
We shall see.
There is no pudding.
No pudding. I guess this is just gonna be like a Disney rant episode. I didn't have a topic to talk about tonight, so I figured I'd just talk about Gina Carano because I know it gets clicks and shit.
Hot topic.
Yeah. So I did a video on it today. It got over 1,000 views. I wasn't even expecting that. So I was like, all right, we'll do it for Storms Live. And then Adam showed me the Muppet thing with Disney's canceling the Muppets because it's offensive. It's like, what world do we live in?
It's the fucking Muppets.
They're not canceling it, right? Did you
How
have that ad like they're aware, like there's when you click on it, it's gonna say, this guidance is advised shit.
But it's only on the adults now. The kids can't do it. Right?
Like they're doing everything else.
I grew up on the Muppets.
Muppets.
Some of my earliest memories are the fucking Muppets.
Dude, one of my favorite movies is Muppet Christmas Carol, for fuck's sake, okay?
Yeah, that's hilarious. I can't believe what they're doing. I mean, this is getting ridiculous now. It's like everything from the past is offensive.
Oh, God, it's so offensive. Shut the fuck up.
It's ridiculous. You said it, man. Everything's becoming political.
Listen, the Muppets are only going to take that shit for so long. Okay, and Fozzie Bears is gonna walk into Disney with a fucking shotgun going, waka waka, bitch.
But hold on,
get you laugh at my jokes now.
So what was offensive about it though? Like I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Neither can I.
What
I gotta go back.
Anything that has flavor is offensive.
Marital
flavor.
abuse. Marital abuse.
Yes.
Piggy swinging
Yeah,
at
I guess, yeah.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
The Swedish
Robert.
chef.
Yeah,
Robert,
Swedish chef?
you know Golden Corral, right?
I know the place. Yes.
You know the place, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Anything that has flavor, it's got to go. Golden Corral's got no taste. You know what I mean? That place got no salt.
A little fun fact: I have never been in a Golden Corral.
Dude, no,
Never go. Never go.
No, I'm going to say this
never.
right now. Okay, Golden Corral. No, he's right. Never go there, and I'll tell you why. Okay, I knew 2 people that worked there. Apparently, they would still serve food that had been falling on the floor. They would serve food in the buffet that was expired for weeks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
like they don't give a fuck there.
They don't give a care.
Never
Just
eat a Golden
sprinkles.
Corral.
Dude, I don't go to
Just-
I don't go to buffets anyway.
10-minute rule.
I hate buffets.
There's a couple of Chinese buffets in here that I go to, man. They're fire.
You know what?
Some.
My dad went to one Chinese buffet, and he went there, and he goes to the guy, "Is this fresh rabbit?" Chinese guy's there. Yeah, it is. Really? Fresh rabbit? He goes, yeah, fresh rabbit. Come to back door every day. Meow, meow.
Meow, meow.
Wow, I just got it. At first I was thinking, I was like, wow, you're really racist. And then the second thing was like, the motherfucker said meow, meow.
Oh.
The views of Gaïskar, the basketball
do not reflect
scenario
this show.
do not reflect.
Wait, I hope Robert doesn't. This is funny
Holy
that took him a minute
shit.
to get that because I watched yesterday's Robert Storms live, and I know you're not from New York, right? Because of New York second. For how long it took you to figure out a word that rhymed with maggot?
God, this guy.
That was funny.
Wow.
That's a word I have not used in a long, long time.
I have before we get into the topic, I have a buffet story. Went there with my son's mother one time. We're eating, the food was all good, so we grabbed some pudding, you know. So we went. We all had our little bowls of pudding. My son started eating his pudding, and then he's like, and I swear to God, he pulled out like some tissue paper or something.
What?
Yeah, man. Never went back there again. That was it.
Have you ever heard of a place called Smash It Buffet?
No, not here.
No.
That's because my sister put it out of business.
There's so many ways.
You know which one? You know which one really went down here because you're near me. Sonny's. I'll never go to another Sonny's again, dude.
Never been there either.
Oh, the barbecue ribs, and they used to be the bomb. Which was funny too because I used to have one Sonny's. We had a Sonny's right by my house over here that closed down, which I don't have no reason. I have no clue what the reason was, minus the fact that it was right next to a pet cemetery that had freshly dug up graves all the time.
Wow. I first of all, I don't go to buffets.
I'm not even joking. That's
when
a
I
story.
did, I only think I went like 2 or 3 times, and it was CC's Pizza, and I was like, yeah, I got it.
CC's, man. I want my pepperonis.
Yeah.
If you can't get your pepperonis round, I'm not eating there. Okay, I don't want the freaking little cubes.
Oh, they're the cube pepperonis. I hate.
Yeah, everything. No, everything.
Yeah.
Everything was cubed. You want extra cheese? It was cubed. Okay.
There ain't no CC's anywhere near us anymore. Rob's sister made a drive-by.
Yeah.
Talk about being square.
I'm just saying, when 7-Eleven has better pizza than your fucking restaurant.
Truth.
Yeah.
But you wondered why it was like $4.99, right? It was a place you can go all you can eat pizza for $4.99, and it was like the cheapest processed.
The last time I went, I think it was like me, my brother, and Adam went
your birthday.
Yeah, right before Player One. That was over a year ago. We were there for like 15 minutes. We're like, yeah, we're kind of done with this. We ended up getting like Domino's later that night.
That shit was gross.
Yeah.
It was, man.
I had enough when I saw him take the cups from when the people finished eating, and they had a new people sitting right, and they just took the cups, empty them out, put them right on the next table.
I went to a restaurant, Belle Provence, right? And when I buy my burgers, I like to get some mayonnaise and shit on it, right? So the guy was cooking my burger. The other guy was cleaning off the counters. He grabbed the mayonnaise bottle. He opened up the mayonnaise bottle. He took the crust from around the side and then put it back in the bottle.
What? Okay, which one was this to make sure I don't go to that one?
It was the one right on Cotoneche. They used to be there. It's not there no more. I wonder why.
Well, that's a game changer right there.
Yeah.
Bro, when I tell you this, the mayonnaise was, you know, when the mayonnaise gets dry and it turns like that milky kind of color, that's what he put back in the bottle. And then they're like, "You want anything on your burger?" I was like, "No, thank you, plain."
I'll put my own damn condiments on this shit.
Nothing. No.
I just wonder where they
nothing.
got the grease from.
Good point. Actually, no, it wasn't the grease. They had the little fryer, you know, so they just put it on the fryer. And over. Yeah.
So, does anybody have anything they want us to talk about with the Gina Carano thing, or we just want to move on?
We could discuss it a bit.
I think she got.
Go ahead, guys. No, first.
Listen. For me, it's genuine. How she feels is genuine. She got cheated. Obviously, a lot. That's something that's been going on in the industry for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't mix political views with business. Like, you know, like Ansel says many times, right? R. Kelly and stuff like that. That music and everything. You have to learn how to separate the artist from the political views. And unfortunately, we're coming in a world where everything's becoming political, and it's no longer about speaking with respect and having a conversation. It's judge, jury, and executioner by these big corporate companies, right? Yeah. And the thing is that they're not only going after her job, they're going after her well-being, her whole reputation.
Exactly. Yeah. The thing is, what's very interesting, what you just touched upon, was Gina Carano actually, in her tweet, she was literally just asking a question, trying to make some kind of analogy. Okay. But you look at something that Pedro Pascal posted, where he literally calls all Trump supporters Nazis.
Yeah.
You know, oh yeah, he still has a fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not only that, he just got a job in Last of Us. Look at that shit.
That's fucking Joel, motherfucker.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Fuck that.
Is that because he's a man, or because he believes with the main political view of the majority that works for that?
Because he believes the same political
exactly.
Yeah, it's all political bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I think she got screwed.
And the thing, not only a thing, like, you know, Pedro Pascal is Chilean, right? Yeah. His family escaped, a fascist regime in Chile. So, you know, his political views are strong as well. Yeah. So, but it doesn't excuse the way Gina was treated. I know a lot of people are saying, the other actors better like step up and support and stuff. I wouldn't hold my breath.
They're not going
especially during these times.
No, because
but you
what
see,
happens to them? Oh, go ahead.
Just one thing though, the way though that she spoke about Pedro, how the mutual respect, despite of the political, that's how everybody should be. You know, exactly. Like Joshua just jumped in. He can say his family, there's family that's not talking anymore because of political ideals, and that's really sad.
No, this is why, honestly, every election time I stay off of Facebook because my family is always at fucking war with each other, and I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of looking at it. Okay, my grandmother eventually just quit Facebook altogether. She went, "Fuck this! I'm not dealing with this," because it's ridiculous.
That's it right there. That's the point we need to be talking about. It's not about forcing companies to do what they want. Companies can do whatever they want. That's what built this country. It's the fact that we don't have a public forum where we do have true freedom of speech. Freedom means without consequence. Freedom of speech and accountability do not mix. Okay,
they don't.
We need a forum that you can say what you want to the people who want to hear it without consequence. It's just speech. Okay, whether you go and do something off hearing somebody, that I can't be held accountable for that. Okay, you are you. Your actions are you. Okay, but LDG, I have the right to speak.
One thing to say about that, though, LDG, is that what happened with Parler, we saw what happened where it's like, hey, this is a free format where you guys can say whatever you want. No, that's fine. But the point is, like, you know, if Apple and Amazon say, okay, that's great, you guys have that format, you can't have it on our, on our platform. It's like, well, then there's no point. But I know you don't like Parler. That's fine.
Anzo knows where
I'm of it either. But
Anzo knows where I'm going with this. Parler isn't freedom of speech. Okay, they didn't do it right. A true public forum, you can not block. And they tried to play the same game Twitter plays and Facebook plays and Instagram plays. They tried to cheat, to get the back in line, to be the hot chick that got into the club without paying. A true public forum made correctly, Prometheus, you can't block it. They can't say jack shit about it, okay? There is nothing to... The only way to stop a true public forum is to stop using it or to shut off the entire internet, okay? Simple as that.
But you know what I meant, though, right, LDG? Like, even with...
No, I agree with you. But, Parler, people think Parler is an open forum. No, it's just Facebook with less rules. That's not a true public forum.
Fair.
There's accountability. There's something. There's a IP to block. There's a DNS to block. There's a server to confiscate. That's not how a public internet forum is supposed to work. Why do you think they had such a hard time with Napster? There was no server.
Yeah.
Napster was peer
to
to peer.
To negotiate with them was peer to peer. It started with the user, the user, freeing public use and creating a public forum. So somebody who's an up and coming musician can share their music and be heard without this BS. Like right now, you know what I mean? Thousands of people should be seeing Robert Storms popping up on their search engine right now, but they're not. Why? Because the algorithm is working against them, not for him. You know what I mean? And this is a publication, not a public forum. So, yeah, absolutely agree. And we need something like that to be free so we all can do this. Because what we're seeing now, not only did she get hurt for what she said, but the very opposite happened, which I think is even 50 times worse. They tried to force her to say something else. That's what's pissing me off. And she got fired for not saying something, for controlling that person and saying, okay, you did this, but now you're going to do that. What? No.
And she said it. She said it. She goes, I had something written out, but she needed to, it was logical or an illogical explanation, but it wasn't an emotional response to an emotional reaction.
Yeah.
And that's when she didn't go ahead with that. That's why, like you said, that's why they canned her. And they canned her through Twitter.
The thing that was written, the thing that was written out, was it written out by her? Was it written out and given to her?
The first was her.
Okay.
And she said it was a logical explanation, but they wanted me to respond with an emotional response to an emotional reaction. It wasn't emotional words, basically, and exactly.
But in their words too,
exactly,
word for word.
And you see, that's the thing. Like, you know, sometimes when you get on these platforms and you see an actor does something, he comes out and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and it's like, you're a fucking actor. How the hell are we supposed to really take you serious? If you know what I mean, your fucking company or whoever runs you, your manager, say, "Yo, listen, your career is done if you don't come out and apologize." So this guy comes on, he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," but that doesn't mean he meant he's sorry. Just trying to save face, you know?
Exactly, and that's what she kept repeating, right? That there's so many apologies done by artists that are not genuine because they're doing it just to please the corporate. It's not real. And that's the thing, right?
And my last thing on this, Gina Carano should have, like I said before, and I'll say it again, I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but I don't give a fuck. I really don't. It's at this end of the day, we have to worry about our own lives and stop worrying about what these actors and actresses and artists are doing. They are humans as well. You know what I mean? So it's like everybody's like, "Oh, Gina Carano got fired, cancel Disney." I'm like, well, first off, I ain't canceling Disney because there's still some shit I want to see on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, WandaVision's on there.
Let's get to the end of WandaVision, then we'll think about it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and when she got fired, I was like, well, she's making millions of dollars. She'll be fine. You know what I mean?
She's fine.
Careful with those words.
She can go to cons for the rest of her life.
She will be fine. She will be fine.
It's not a question of caring, right? It's the question of truth, right? There's two stories to everything, and what she wrote wasn't wrong. It was completely misconstrued by the Twitter freaking haters, and how easily people can just throw a hashtag in it. Yeah, without knowing both stories, and that's it. You're done.
And you guys know
it shouldn't matter, right? It shouldn't matter if I'm going on Twitter and saying the sky is purple. Okay, it shouldn't fucking matter what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. That's my point of view. What up?
LDG
What up,
in WandaVision, I think the sky was purple, by the way. So in that, I think you're all right.
Oh, hon, yeah.
I'm messing with you.
Speaking of WandaVision, though, and I didn't mean to cut you off, Josh.
Super chat.
Yeah, let me just get to Danny's. He sent 2 in. Hey, forget WandaVision intro LDG. It's Monday, and
He knows
then
what I'm talking about.
threw in another one. Did Prometheus get Comic Chat's intro done?
It's working on it. It's working on it, comic. Don't worry, it's gonna be fire.
Man, homeboy just messaged me and said he's gonna bring it back tomorrow, and I gotta give him his money back. Man, motherfucker, man.
No, man. Here's what you do. Here's what you
broke
do.
my controller, motherfucker.
You look at the joystick and you're like, "This is not the way I gave it to you."
Yeah. Oh wait, do you know this guy?
I work with him.
Oh, you work with him.
That's it. Acquaintance, work acquaintance.
Yeah.
Buyer
No,
beware.
F that. F that.
But
As
that,
is.
But the shit was legit working when I left.
That's
As
what I'm
is,
saying.
bro.
You know
I
it's
told
true.
you my
Fuck it.
Xbox controller would take
As
you places.
is.
I never said there'd be places you wanted to go.
That's why I hate selling things to people like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do something to the shit. Maybe he dropped it on his way home. Shit snapped, and now he's like, "Oh, it's not working. I gotta get my money back."
Yeah. I'm like,
It's
motherfucker.
unfortunate for you, man. You know. Thanks for the money, though. Bye.
And worst case scenario, repackaging fee. Worst case scenario, repackaging fee.
Yeah, you can give it back to me for an extra $150.
At the end of the day, it's not like I'm hurting for money. It's just like I know for a fact that shit worked. I just got done using it, but it's whatever.
It was a controller.
It was the Xbox Series 2 Elite controller.
Okay. I remember trying to fix the Xbox 360 controllers, going in, unscrewing them. I wouldn't even fuck with the Elite though. Trying to
Well, the thing is, like the Xbox
They got
Elite
one of these,
controller,
right?
they have these levers in the back where you can adjust how far the triggers go back. Right. So he comes up to me like 30 minutes after I give it to him. He's like, how come this ain't going down? I'm like, what do you mean? I look in the back and the latch is broke.
The latch. Shit.
I'm like, did you drop this? He's like, no, man, it was like that.
Man,
I'm like,
fucking with you,
I'm
man.
like, dude, I had this controller forever and it never had this problem. And now he's telling me like it's not working onto his Xbox. I'm like, really, bro?
Like, dude, come on. I use this thing all the time. There's no way it's not.
Is that one of the ones you can get it replaced? Is that the replaceable units?
No.
Like mine's replaceable. I can replace every single piece, even the things here.
No.
That sucks, man.
That controller has to get sent back to Xbox to get fixed.
Yeah. So now I'm not only am I have $100, but if he did something to it, now I'm out of a controller too.
Can you OEM it? I mean, can you RMA it?
What's RM? What does that mean?
Take it back in warranty and have them bring you, like, you send it to Xbox or whatever, and they fix it.
Maybe
Warranty.
I had it for. I think I had it for less than a year, but I'm not entirely sure.
If you had it,
definitely then. Yeah, if it's less than a year, you should be good.
Yeah.
You're gonna be out of your controller for a week or so, but
I don't even use it. I only use that for Call of Duty anyway. I use my other controller for other stuff. The Series X controller is actually really good, so I just use that.
Absolutely.
Angel comes in. Rob, check out Utopias. Don't exist, but backward is extremely relevant to today's climate. Okay, I'm stupid. What the fuck does any of that mean?
Adam?
It's like a song, maybe.
Rob, check out Utopias Don't Exist by Backwoods. I guess it's a song or something. It's extremely relevant to today's climate.
It ain't no cracker music, is it?
Probably.
Well, there's a Z in there, so I'm gonna say no.
Backwards. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah. Crackers would have put an S.
I'm gonna admit something on camera. I don't really care. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. You know what I do sometimes, Rob? I do these things I call a switcheroo, and I just buy whatever the product is,
and then bring it back. I've done that many times.
I just did it with this this little plug here or whatever because the fucking button broke. It was my fault too. But I just bought a new one, $70, brought it back. I'm like, hey, button doesn't work, you know.
But here's the problem with that.
They don't even check anymore.
Here's the problem with that.
Yeah.
The Xbox Series or the Xbox Elite controller has a fucking serial number on the back of it. it's not gonna match the fucking box. If I go out and buy a new one and I take it back, they're not gonna take it back because of the serial number.
What's the serial number on? Is it etched in?
They don't usually check the serial number. All they do is check the receipt.
Maybe for you guys, our motherfucking places do.
Oh yeah.
They inspect the shit out of
That's
that.
for DNA sampling.
Was it GameStop? GameStop, you got it from?
You fill out a form,
I bought
you mail that
it
away.
from GameStop, yeah.
Maybe you'll get some coupons for a new controller in a few
Not
weeks.
GameStop. Buy it from Best Buy. Best Buy is real busy. I don't think they'll have time. I don't think they'll have time to check the serial number, bro. Yo, I used to buy these Logitech speakers, right? And the subwoofer was huge, man. It was big, and they were like $300-$400. I bless those things. Speakers would blow. I would go back, buy a new set, carry that thing home, put the old ones in, take them back, say, hey, they don't work. Got my money back. Boom, done. So,
yeah, Logitech blows. But I mean, you got what you got out of it, and then
they blow a lot, yeah. But the last ones I got, they didn't, and those were some fire ass speakers, man. Yeah,
that's what's up, dude.
So did you see who Lucasfilm is in talks with now for Ezra?
No.
Who?
Oh yes.
Yeah, Mina Masood. He played Aladdin.
The guy who played Aladdin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he's actually playing
that's a
the
great
Star Wars
fucking
Aladdin.
choice.
That's not too bad. Yeah,
That is a great fucking choice, honestly.
Yeah.
Because even he was saying like he was having trouble getting work after Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like no, that's actually a perfect role for him.
Yeah.
So
they're in talks so far. What I saw that it's all verbal right now, so we'll see what happens, right?
But,
and now the whole rift, that's all this Gina Carano thing, the rift between John Favreau and Kathleen Kennedy is getting even more serious now. I would just love George Lucas to buy this shit back with John Favreau and Dave Filoni and go, okay, fuck you, Disney.
Fuck y'all.
Disney will never sell.
I would love that. I would love it.
I would too, but Disney would never sell. Does anybody think George Lucas regrets selling it?
100%.
Yes.
Me too.
He regretted selling it when he was selling it.
Selling it, yeah.
He doesn't have to do any work. That's the only thing I'd say. So I'm gonna
No.
you know what I mean?
If he wants to save Star Wars, he has so much more work to do now than he ever had.
Oh no. What I mean is like he can just chill on the beach now and be like, "Oh, thanks, bye." Like you guys.
But you see, what he could have done if he had kept it, he could have just had like, okay, I'm gonna give it to your studios. You make a Star Wars movie. You know what I mean? I'll give you a chance to make the Star Wars movie. He didn't have to be so like, because it was his baby. So at that point, it's like, no, I got to do it. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. Okay, for years you had people bitching at him for the fucking prequels. Okay, and eventually he went and sold it. Then you got the sequels, and everyone's bitching even more, and they're missing George Lucas. And I'm just sitting here like, this is what you motherfuckers asked for.
Yeah, absolutely.
And fucking bear it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I agree with you, Adam.
Sorry.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Thank you.
It's true.
Did he need the money?
No,
Absolutely not.
He didn't need the money, right? Like
he was still making money.
Slot.
Yeah.
You know what I would have done?
Just-
and you know,
Just his graphics. I am Lucas Image, whatever.
Yeah. Lucas sound.
Yeah, and the sound. Just that alone, he didn't have to do anything.
Look at all those movies that had THX.
ILM too. So.
That's what I meant. ILM. That's it.
Yeah.
THX, man.
If that's the case, like if I would have been Lucas, and I have enough money, I'm good. I got Star Wars, public domain. Public domain, unlock it. Let the people tell their stories from another galaxy far, far away. Just unlock it. Give it to everyone. And then what you do is those who do a really damn good fucking job, you back those people who make those good stories.
He kind of already did that though. George Lucas always supported fan films.
Yeah, he did.
But that went away the second he sold it to Disney.
That is correct because Star Wars Theory, I seen a video on him. They said everything was cool for him to do it. Then after he made it, they copyrighted him.
Yep.
Yeah. But see, he had
George Lucas got hornswoggled.
Yeah, but George Lucas already had the right person there. All he had to do is, you know what, Dave, here you go. You did such a great job with this. Let's see what you can do. I trust you to do to take the reins.
Could have tested him out with a trilogy. Say, hey there, make a trilogy and see what you do.
Because remember, he was consulting in everything that he was doing. For the Clone Wars and stuff, right? So I don't know. I'm sure after everything that happened, though, after that first movie dropped, maybe even the second one, he was like, "What the fuck did I do?"
Yeah,
I don't know, man. You got $4 billion. I don't think you're like,
yeah,
but I could have had.
But why Disney?
It's his baby. It's his baby.
If he had the money, what was the motivation? Seriously. Now, I didn't read all the articles, and I don't know all the stuff. What was it?
Can I say something as a massive Star Wars fan? Can I say something? Also, I'm also the Parasite guy too. So, I went viral because of Parasite, and I was like, "Fuck this shit! I'm gonna give up on YouTube." Imagine that times 1 billion with him in the prequels. It's like you do this, you put your heart and soul in it, and everyone's like, "Oh, fuck Jar Jar, fuck this, blah blah." Like everybody bitched at him. Okay, now everybody. See, the thing is, people want to pretend and they want to change history. Right? Everybody wants to act like they all supported the prequels now. But 10 years ago, ain't no motherfuckers were supporting the prequels. No,
I did.
Very few people.
No, I did. I just didn't like Jar Jar.
I'm not pointing at like.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the masses.
The masses, yeah.
I'm hearing the story.
And my whole thing is, back in the day, I liked Attack of the Clones. I loved Revenge of the Sith. Okay, the Phantom Menace was really the only one I was on the fence about. I didn't really care for. Okay, but even dude, seriously, after seeing that new trilogy, I have such a newfound love and appreciation for Phantom Menace. It's not even fucking.
You see
his eyes.
You see Adam?
Oh God!
But you see Adam. That's
Darth
the thing.
Maul, I'm so sorry.
That's the thing. That's what happened with everybody. It's like after they got the sequel to it, it's like,
we had it.
Right.
God damn.
But at the time, you're trashing the movies. You're talking this and that. You know what I mean?
In the immortal words of 80s rock, you don't know what you got till it's gone.
But I want to say this also. Not defending the sequel trilogy because I'm not the biggest fan of the sequel trilogy either. But let's not pretend like everything Disney done was horrible. Okay, no. Rogue One was very good.
I love Rogue One.
Mandalorian is good. Their shows like Rebels have been good. Their other material like the comics and books all have been good. The movies suck, and this is why the movies suck. Because Kathleen Kennedy doesn't know how to produce the fucking movie.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
But they still made money.
Now, here's the thing. As we were going
forcefully.
As we were going along with these movies, okay, first Force Awakens came out. I'm like, okay, rehashes New Hope a lot, but all right, fine. It's fine. It's whatever. It's what it is. We'll see where this goes. Okay, Rogue One, fucking awesome. All right, loved it. I'm like, all right, I gotta, I'm down for this. Okay, I'm in the minority that actually loved Last Jedi. All right, but Solo I thought was boring. That's when I started to fall off. And Rise of Skywalker fucking hurt me. Oh my God, that was pitiful. And here's the thing. Rise of Skywalker made me retroactively rethink how I felt about the other films because they don't work as a trilogy. That's the issue. It's like, I think Force Awakens is a fine movie on its own. I think Last Jedi is a great movie on its own, but when you couple the three of them together, it's shit.
There's no continuity.
That's the
Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker was damage control or whatever, for J.J. Abrams to be like.
I didn't like Force Awakens. I hated The Last Jedi. Hated The Rise of Skywalker. Hated Solo. Hated Rogue One.
Yeah. I'm with
you. None of them?
I'm with you, Anzo.
When it comes to the movies, but again, like I said many times, is I just didn't like the characters. I didn't feel them in Rogue One. I did not like them at all. And people are always like, well, the last 10 minutes. I'm like, the last 10 minutes had me like, oh shit, that's cool. But for the movie, just didn't do it for me, man.
You just watch a clip on YouTube of the last 10 minutes if you want to do it like that.
Yeah.
Instead of wasting an hour of your life.
I love Rogue One. I think that's Disney's best Star Wars film.
Well, that's the big drama that there is now, right? Because Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are basically willingly or not, they're rewriting that whole cinematic, and apparently that's what has Kathleen Kennedy apparently was hunting for his to fire him. He went to see Bob
or
Chapek, to try and he had to shut her down, saying no, that's not going to happen, because not only that, she wants him to recast Dune, and he's not recasting her.
I would kill her off or have her go somewhere. I wouldn't recast her either. But the thing is with oh damn, I had the thing. Oh, so here's Kathleen Kennedy thing though. The reason why all the other stuff is successful, like Mandalorian, Rebels, and all that stuff, was because she didn't mess with that. She's like, oh, you guys go do it. The movies, she was like messing with that shit all the damn time. She didn't have any fucking thing planned out. She's like, JJ, come in, do it. Okay, Rian Johnson, you come in. Rian Johnson was fucking writing the script to Last Jedi when The Force Awakens was still in post-production.
I mean, another thing about Rian Johnson, like I liked Looper and I liked Knives Out to an extent, but it's like, what does that have to do with Star Wars? Are you like let the Looper guy do a Star Wars movie? I mean, it works as like a quirky, Looper works as a quirky, funny comedy /
that's not fair to say though, because you can say the same thing about the Russo brothers. Oh, you got the guy who did TV show do
freaking Community, do Captain America.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say that
you're gonna let better yet, you're gonna let the guy who did Jurassic Park 3 do Captain America?
I just think Rian Johnson.
He fucking did it.
Yeah, but I just think Rian Johnson didn't understand Star Wars.
We will agree to disagree with that.
Yes.
But the one thing I will agree with you on is there was no one to keep him in check. No one to say you can't do that.
Maybe, but he made mama jokes in there, and once you put that mama joke in there, I was like, really?
It wasn't a mama joke.
Yes, it was a mama joke.
And that's what I'm saying, though, Anzo. Like, it works in like Knives Out, where it's like, a goofy mystery, like, it's but not Star Wars, though. No. I mean, it could if you're going to go commit to that, but he didn't just fully commit to like, this is going to be a comedy. It's like the tone was all off. Like, here's a funny moment, here's a sad moment, here's a funny moment.
Here's my question for the panel then. Was that Rian Johnson or was that Disney? Because now everybody's doing that fucking Marvel humor.
That's a good question.
So like just throwing that shit.
Rise of Skywalker was every 2 minutes.
Who's that?
What
was that, Adam?
Yeah. Oh, Rise of Skywalker. He's talking about like the humor and shit. And Rise of Skywalker, that was literally every 2 minutes.
What the fuck is milking a freaking animal? Why?
Oh my god! Oh my god! The fucking milk thing! Oh my god! The milking the animal.
I heard about Star Wars fan not liking that milking scene.
Milking that fucking funny looking cow, and then the fucking thing looks at him like "help me" kind of way. I was like,
really? Do the other one now.
Where do you think blue milk comes from?
And then not only that is when Luke turns around, he has it all in his mouth, and he's like, ah. I'm like, calm the fuck on, really?
I think the most egregious.
It's not like he was a farm boy or anything. Oh, wait,
he was.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Putting that out there,
Here's the thing with the milk cow thing.
The milk cow thing.
Did anybody here watch the documentary that came with the Blu-ray?
No.
The director of the Jedi, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you watched it. Here's the problem I have with this fucking cow thing. I don't have a problem with it in the movie.
Okay.
The problem is they spend so much time on this stupid fucking thing that lasts 10 seconds. They fly this fucking cow puppet
on the island.
This fucking island, and then they it's like this. See, this is something George Lucas would do, but it would take like 15 minutes. He'll just do like CGI right now.
Yeah.
Because George Lucas did a lot of stupid shit with animals and stuff in the prequel. But the thing is, Disney, like, they went out of their way to make it a puppet, fly the fucking thing. Like, it looked like how my sister gets to the hospital. They just fly her ass there, And then they set it down, and they're like, oh, making sure. Like, I'm like, the movie is 2.5 hours long. We're really spending time on this, you know? That's the problem I had. It was unnecessary. It was unnecessary.
Okay, I'll give you that. It was a very unnecessary scene. I don't think it was needed in the movie. But
what was up with the Yoda, the ghost Yoda? I mean, dear Christ, man, explain.
We want me to explain. What was there to explain? That was like the best part of the movie.
Everybody thinks that? You guys all think that on the panel? That was the best part of the movie? Anzo, come on, speak up.
Hold up. Man, please. We about to go down and throw down. What's your problem with Yoda?
Yoda in general. I don't like Ghost Yoda. That doesn't make any sense.
He was dead. He was dead. What was
why was he so acting so like Ryan Johnson-y and goofy? Like goopa, 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 goopa.
Did you not see Empire Strikes Back?
Yoda acted a little bit, but again,
like in Empire, God?
Yes, but in Empire Strikes Back, he did it for a reason. But after he came out of that, he never acted that way again in the movies. He did not.
He was testing Luke.
He did not. He never acted that stupid way again after in any of the other movies.
Well, he did it in Empire to fool Luke.
Yes, exactly. That's what I said.
You know, the problem with Ryan Johnson and the problem with J.J. Abrams is they're all over the original trilogy's dick. So they try to do everything they possibly can to jack off that original trilogy. It's like, oh, Yoda's got to be a puppet. Because in the prequels, George did them CGI.
Yes. Well, in the first, I think in the first one, he's a puppet. Yeah. But then he realized that the puppet didn't work, right?
Yeah.
Because Yoda looked funny in the first one.
He looked young. He's already 900 years old. Why the fuck does he look young?
Yeah.
It's only been 30 years.
Right. So then when they did it CGI in the next one, he looked like Yoda. Plus, he had to do the fight scene. So
even in the documentary, when he contacts Frank Oz to do Yoda, he's like, no problem. He's like, oh, we're gonna do the puppet. He's like,
no,
you know how much work that's gonna be, right?
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. It's a whole thing. But I'm gonna change the subject because apparently my girlfriend don't want me talking about Star Wars. So, but just to talk about, I just want to mention Yoda one more thing. The reason why I like that scene because it hit home the idea of you learn from failure. We fail, and that's what we learn from. Luke failed, whether you believe that that's the Luke character or not. The whole point is failure. We have to learn from that. Every day, each of us fails and has to learn from that.
Listen, I'm not saying the movie didn't have any good points or what he was trying to make. It's just I think the delivery just didn't work for me. Yoda lightning bolting the tree down with the force, like
dude. I'm not gonna lie. I cry every time at that scene. Every time at that scene. When they're sitting on that log and they're watching that thing burn, and he looks over at Luke and he's like, "We are what they
grow beyond." Yeah,
dude. And they started playing the music, and when Luke was like, I wasn't there, I wasn't strong, I failed, and he's like, failure is the key. And Luke brings that up again in Rise of Skywalker. Where it's like failure is part of a Jedi to learn from the failure. Luke failed in Empire. He failed against Vader, and he learned from that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna say one thing because you guys have been just the one thing that I wish I would have saw, and this would have been awesome too, and shown at the fact that they can recycle mistakes. Anybody who's a fan of Naruto and saw the change from Toby to Obito, if Jar Jar would have turned into like a Sith master or something, he was secretly like a huge bad guy.
I think that was his original intention, but the backlash to Jar Jar was so big he didn't do it.
Yeah. But they fucked Jar Jar up over, man. Like Disney fucked Jar Jar over. Because in that Aftermath book, we find out what happens to Jar Jar, and like his own people abandoned him, the government abandoned him. He's literally like a bum on the street doing tricks for like tips.
That's crazy.
Wouldn't it have washed over though? Wouldn't have all of that what you're saying been recycled and completely like even forgiven if we found out he was like a mastermind badass and
make him into a kindergarten teacher.
It changes his voice and everything, like starts a sentence going and then finishes it like however to do it, but just change it up. Yeah, totally.
I would have loved for George Lucas to do that because Ahmed Best did not deserve the fucking shit he took for that, man.
No, I felt so horrible for him.
That
like,
shit almost killed himself.
So, and like people were like blaming George Lucas. Oh my god, he's racist having him talk that way. No, Ahmed Best wanted to talk that way.
Well,
that was literally his performance.
To be fair, The tax federation talked like Asians.
Yes, right. I know.
The shopkeeper talked Jewish.
Yes.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That means nothing.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It didn't mean anything, at least to me, anyways. I didn't look at it like.
For the record, okay. Well, every time the Federation, they had that video conference with Amidala and the ship. I'm just expecting one of them to go, "Welcome to Shady Wop, man. Take an order, please."
Welcome to Shitty Chicken. I can't do the voice.
You see, another thing with Jar Jar was his
Chicken.
ears.
Yes,
they made that like it was supposed to be dreadlocks. So now they're saying, "Oh, look, he's racist because it's a black dreadlock who can't." And I was like, "Come on."
But the thing is, with George Lucas, if you go back and watch, I know Alonzo for a fact has watched these. If you go back and watch the prequel DVDs and watch the documentaries on there, he has the people sculpt the stuff to fit the actors.
Yes,
like I remember when he was doing the Dexter one, and the one guy was like, "Well, who's playing the Dexter one?" And he told him, he's like, "Well, that's the perfect one for him." So,
yeah,
and then he went in and tweaked it a little bit to fit the actor.
Yep.
So I mean, Ahmed Best is what? He's Jamaican, right? Or he's from
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think he is from an island. I'm just not sure. But at the end of the day, like he didn't.
Isn't he doing like a Star Wars show or something?
Well, what happened was. Oh, did it
really?
Yeah, that Disney game show thing.
Yeah,
I think it was on Disney Plus. Then they canceled it, put it on YouTube, and then I think it got canceled again. I don't know. Nindroid's probably watching. He'll probably know the answer to that.
Either or, at least they started to recognize him towards the end. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that's good. And even the fans stopped like disrespecting him.
Like he came out at Star Wars Celebration. He got a standing ovation.
That's so ridiculous, though. Like he's an actor, dude. He's like an actor playing a role. It's just like with Cersei. I don't know if you guys watch Game of Thrones, but the actor who played Joffrey, like got all the stage.
Ruined his fucking life.
No. Fuck that little kid.
That kid has the most evil fucking eyes I've ever seen.
He is the most evil.
They are not normal.
I bet you if you talk to that kid, he's like, "Oh yeah, hey, dude, I'm just a regular dude. I'm just an actor." You know what I mean?
I don't think he's worked after that.
No, he didn't. He quit acting.
To this day, I blame Katie Holmes for Joffrey for saving his ass in Batman Begins.
Damn right.
Yep.
Because every bad thing he did in Game of Thrones because of Katie Holmes.
I think Hellboy too.
Okay,
Isn't he
we're going to burn this bitch. Who's with me?
Yeah,
I don't watch Game of Thrones, so.
But look at Jake. Look at Jake Lloyd.
Yeah.
After, to be fair, he's the one thing I hate the most about Phantom Menace.
I know you do.
I hate that.
What was he? 8 years old? 7 years old?
Fuck you, man. I don't care. Fuck that kid.
This is why. This is why I will never say.
Him,
yeah, that's why I will never say that, man.
Man, I don't care. He sucked and Jingle All the Way, and he did. He sucked. Okay.
Well, dude, here's the thing. You can stop harping on it. He was in like 3 movies before he fucking quit acting. I think he realized he was bad.
Not everybody can be Macaulay Culkin. Not everybody can be whoever. Insert child actor here. You know
child actors are rarely good.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Did you see the runner up for Anakin? That little white boy, man. They're all white. the little boy, dude, man, he was hitting that shit on the mark. I was like, man, that motherfucker's good. And then George Lucas is like, I don't know, there's something special about that other one. He goes with him.
But
it must be his bowl cut, haircut.
You see, and this is one of the biggest issues about the prequels is nobody was there to tell George Lucas no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At that point, it was like because in the first originals, he gave other Lucifer's back. Jeez.
I haven't seen Lucifer in like a year.
Yeah, dude, Lucifer, man.
What
that new season dropped?
No, that Lucifer. What up, Lucifer?
Oh, damn.
Dear Lord, man. ZO1.
Another one.
Lucifer's dropping them.
It's got that.
Damn, boy.
There's going to be more.
Nice.
Christ, man.
There's going to be more. What up, Lucifer?
I haven't seen. I didn't even know he still washed my stuff. I haven't seen him in like 7 months.
Long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since like last February. It had to be like a year. I was like,
Adam might stream after this.
See what happens with the panels.
He is the one controlling Agatha. He's the one controlling Agatha. Good old Mephisto right there in the flesh.
Right?
Lucifer is the man. You know, there's gonna be more, bro.
Wow,
So.
Dear God.
Big up, Lucifer. Good to have you back on the show,
Dear
man.
Lord.
Thank you so much. He must know I have to start paying my taxes.
Oh, dear Christ, man.
Jesus, man.
Making it rain.
Dude,
the third one.
What's the most he ever dropped? The most I ever saw him drop was 700.
4, man.
I'm gonna take my shirt off, man. I'm gonna start stripping for this man.
Oh God! Let me turn off my camera real quick, please. There you go.
Please.
Oh my God!
You want me to pop some music? 5
bills.
Yo.
My God! Oh my God!
That's it. Robin's
I don't even know what to say, man.
I don't even know what to
Lucifer
say.
is in the house. I'll tell you, Lucifer. Big respect for that, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
What a fucking man.
Once again, big respect. You know.
I don't know, but keep it coming, brother.
He says 500 is the limit now. So,
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 500 is the limit for that account.
I don't know what to say.
For the particular account. Yeah.
Damn, man. My baby girl needs new shoes.
I have a theory. Rob is Lucifer, man. He's like, whoa, this guy, look, he dropped 500.
I hope this
man.
ends.
You guys should
donate. Be like Lucifer.
Now, if we could just get one of those good old fashioned stream wars going on, that would be sick.
Right?
It almost feels like
now your girl's
last
happy.
year, man.
Rob, now your girl's happy.
It's funny. I write
She got the
Lucifer.
jealous eyes in her eyes like shit. She's like, oh yeah, someone taking me shopping.
Well, I definitely feel better about that controller now.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh shit.
Would it be fair if Lucifer asked 5 questions to us?
He can. He normally never does.
Yeah, Lucifer just drops his shit and bounces. But if he wants anything, if he has any questions or any things he wants to discuss.
Yeah, definitely. Talk about coming out of nowhere.
I know we were all having a conversation, and the shit just stopped. It was like
out of nowhere, bro.
No, because I honestly thought like Lucifer left because it was like almost a year since I seen him. It was like 9 or 10 months, and he was no longer a Storm Nation member. So I figured, oh well, maybe he just moved on to different things. And I was like, oh my God, that took me by surprise. Like,
nah, bro. I think like we gotta remember.
Beers are on you Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like,
and LDG's like, LDG's like, hey, I'm player 1. I'm coming, bro.
I'm 20 minutes away. I'll join you guys.
Bring some of this motherfucker over here. That's right.
Soon Josh, I'll drive down.
Bring John around. That's how we're doing it.
Nah. Well, first of all, I appreciate it, but that money's not going to be until March's YouTube paycheck. And secondly,
see how we try to get out of it.
Yeah, and secondly, I'm stockpiling all that money because I'm gonna have to pay taxes because YouTube, so that money's gonna go to that. And plus, I'm saving in case I meet a nice girl that I might want to settle down with.
Rob,
thank you for ruining it, Adam. I appreciate it.
Rob, blah 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 blah. All that shit
destroyed his thunder.
and watch your girl. She's like, yeah, that little devil breaking the Star Wars convo for me.
Combo breaker.
Rob, you ain't get her to watch Star Wars yet?
Dude, she said she watched the first episode of Mandalorian. She's like, yeah, I'm done with this. And I told her, like, babe, you got to watch the second episode. I'm like, there's more Baby Yoda. Because once she sees Baby Yoda and she sees that little ears flapping in the wind, she's going to fall in love. But I'm not going to push her to like something that she doesn't like. So
yeah.
She watches WandaVision with me every week. We sit in bed, we watch WandaVision. She's into the Marvel DC stuff. If Star Wars is the one thing we don't have in common other than trap rap, then I'm happy.
So sweet.
True love.
You know,
birds are chirping, money's flying out of the sky.
And I say it again. I'll take Danny's spot because Danny's not here. It's when that puppy comes in. Rob is like, oh, yes, baby.
¿Qué pasa, papi?
Nice, mate. Bloody hell, mate. Bloody hell. Nice.
Danny's like, peace, I'm out.
Yeah, Danny. Do we miss you, Danny? Where you at?
Yeah, Danny. What up, Danny?
I sent him the link. He said he might not have been able to come, so I sent him the link just to be on the safe side. So.
He set him out. Then his last comment, Pappy. You see, he knows.
He's like,
don't worry, Danny. I got you.
Hi, Pappy. So yeah, man. What else?
I don't even know what the hell.
Sorry, it might help if I'd be able to unmute myself. Robert, you play Killer Instinct, right?
The original, and I played a little bit of the new one on Xbox. Yeah.
Yeah. What Lucifer just did to you?
Combo breaker.
If I ever saw one, man, that was an ultra combo right there.
That Hisako mix-up, man, just straight up, just like
I gotta be honest. I was feeling down about this fucking controller. I'm like, well, fuck, man. I knew that controller worked. Now I'm out of a controller, and now I gotta give this dude $100 back.
Throw that controller in his fucking face, man. Here you go.
I'm gonna look at that shit heavy, man. I'm like, man, dude, that ain't how I gave you that damn controller, bro.
Mm-hmm. And that's what Lucifer does.
It's gonna have like cinnamon toast crunch wrappers all over it.
Something like this, Robert.
And bounces.
This is what you do, Rob. You go, I know how I gave it to you, and so does Jesus.
$100 for a controller, huh?
Wow. Yeah, man. The man just has to bite it.
You can't get a used one or whatever. How much is a used, man?
The used one's 170, 180.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new is like almost 200.
Yep. I spent $299 for that stupid Elite joystick too.
I was like, no.
Oh, so since we're getting ready to end the show anyway, I keep telling Lulu to make a YouTube channel, right? Because she wants to do live streams with her friend. I told her I would like do it, man. Like you and your friend and me and Anzo go on there and we'll do like a special episode or something to promote it, whatnot. But I keep telling her to do it. She won't do it.
Need technical help? I'll hook you up.
Damn right. We got your back. We got your back. You want to do it? Let's do it.
Si este blanquito lo puede hacer, tú también.
What he said.
Anzo and LDG, thank you for sharing, commenting on my YouTube thing, by the way. But I do disagree, though, LDG. I do think that every week. Every week, one episode a week for WandaVision. Well, now it's too late.
Two things. Either each episode should have been an hour long, or we should have gotten 2 episodes every week. All I was trying to say with that comment was the 24 minutes was bullshit. 24 minutes was bullshit.
That's the only thing I think. I think it's too short. I think we should have got hour episodes.
They were like 24 minutes and like 10 minutes of freaking credits. No, thank you. Some episodes we got 2 sets of credits. No.
I used to be on your side, and then I watched Cobra Kai, and Cobra Kai is usually 25 to 35 minutes, and it's the perfect length. And the reason why I like WandaVision and The Mandalorian being these short episodes is they're so rewatchable. I can go back and rewatch it so many times. You know, if it was an hour, I'm like, man, I don't want to sit through this again. Even if I like it, I'm like, I don't want to sit through it again.
That's why I said it should have been 2 episodes. I don't mind they're not the hour. They're going with the TV show, right? So there weren't hour TV episodes back then. So queuing up to it, the last 2 episodes better be an hour. Last 2 episodes better be an hour.
Our roundtable would have to be 5 hours long if they were that long, because think about how long they are now, how much we go back and forth now.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, because this week is the one before the last episode. I'm gonna let you guys get out all of the shit you need to say. Get your notes ready. You will have everything you need to say on that last episode.
You guys were killing me.
I'm just gonna talk about the flowers on my channel. I'm gonna talk about the flowers on my channel or whatever.
Oh, damn, she said it, Rob.
Flowers.
She said it.
But LDG, did you notice that there were roots growing in the basement? I don't know if we're doing spoilers here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I think those are the flowers. Those are the ever bloom.
Her entire thing is like, look at her wallpaper. It's all about nature magic and plants and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, next week is going to be sick, dude. So I'm telling you, she just locked Wanda in with those purple eyes. She's going to have a private conversation with her.
Yeah.
She locked, what's her name in with purple eyes?
Monica, too. Yeah. She's going to have a talk with both of them. She knows something's up. Agatha knew what was up episode 1. Okay. She knew what was going on. And now she played the game. Now she got him. Now she's got him under her little spell. She's gonna have a private conversation, and she's gonna clue in Wanda everything that's going on, because Wanda doesn't know jack squat, but she's gonna know this episode.
Yeah,
Mephisto.
Well, let's not forget Vision's flying somewhere, so he's gonna be somewhere. In the
Yep.
I make a prediction. We're gonna find Vision's real body. I think I'm going off cliff here. That's not Vision. We're gonna find Vision's body next episode. Somewhere Vision's gonna see his own corpse. Watch.
And maybe Darcy will drive around all the traffic or whatever finally too.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I took
Do you know I actually had people, do you realize I actually had people telling me you're crazy about that theory I had, that the whole Vision taking people out is just a ruse? That's still Agatha controlling people. She's still sitting on a stop sign, for God's sakes, not even moving. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's the girl that we met. You know, episode 3, the one that's making fun of everybody and being all impulsive and doing things at will, and you know what I mean? Yeah, no. Oh, but hey, last episode, by the way, I don't know if anybody caught this, but remember how everybody gets turned to clones? The scene right before, Darcy and Vision got into the truck. Did you see that chick in the green straddling that whatever she was on right before? Bro, rewatch that scene when they right before getting in the truck. You thought Wanda looked hot getting out of bed? I was like, holy shit. Boy.
Oh, the one
I was sitting here looking for clues. I was like, oh shit,
she had her whole body in a wide position. And I mean her whole body. Bro.
Wow.
No, I was sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for clues. I was like, "Oh, is that Mephisto?" Like,
damn, that was an ass right there. Oh, God.
All right, guys. As fun as it has been, we have went over the hour mark, so we're gonna have to wrap it up. So it was actually a fun show. No quiet time, you know, no quiet time. So
it was a good time.
Yeah.
And Lucifer came in and made me surprised and very happy. I got to go check my pants here in a little bit.
And I hit my 300 mark. So
I seen that today.
Congratulations.
300. So I'll be having a little stream on that sometime soon.
Cool, man.
You need to do it where I can jump in there. But
I will.
So I got everybody's YouTube channel in the description box below. So just click the description box below. The links to everybody's channel except for Josh's. Josh's is Movie Aficionados over on YouTube. So be sure to go check him out. I will try to find a link or send me a link and do that. Just like my girlfriend said, don't forget to hit the like button. And with that said, go subscribe to all these guys because they do great content. They do their own streams and all that stuff. So I want to thank them for coming on. And with that said, guys, we're going to end it for the night.
Peace.
Later, guys.